This is one Hilux and that is another Hilux, and we are gonna work on it. We have Ajinbhai's beast over here and a couple of beauties lying around, and we are gonna work on it. Hello, Ajinbhai. What's up?
Fine, good.
That's the main thing. And the interesting thing is this. We are gonna fix this on Ajinbhai's car, and we have decided to go buy the book. Everything is gathered over here, starting from surface preparation, equipments, washing, buffing, blowing, everything, and we have all the tools as well. And here's our pressure washer getting ready.
Jack.
Oh yeah, the hero of the entire, the backbone of the entire project. It's the jack. Okay, so the surface is ready to be worked on. Ajinbhai, what are we doing next?
We are actually trying to fit the jack so that we can remove the wheels.
Wheels. Okay.
It will be easy for us to work.
I think the farm jack is a good idea. It's more stable and less risky. And yeah, for backup we also have the OEM jack. The wheel is off. So when we said surface prep, this is what we mean. Entire underbody is neat and clean now, so it's easy to work on, and even the quarter panel is very clean. So the liner is off, and now we have access underneath the quarter panel. This is the stock air intake duct that connects to the airbox. First we are going to remove this. The airbox is coming off now. The input connection has been removed, top cover has been removed, filter is also removed. So basically we are keeping the other areas of the quarter panel safe, right?
Yeah, while cutting and drilling.
Okay, cool. So that's the template from Safari. This is for the ARMAX, and all the edges has been taken care of as per the instructions. Now next we'll be marking these holes up, all of them, and then we'll punch them and then we'll start drilling it up. Tightly fit with the masking tape on the quarter panel, so no chances of any errors. So 5.5 mm holes are done as a pilot hole, and now we'll be using the step drill to drill up a 16 mm hole. All of these small ones are going to be drilled at 16 mm, and this will be cut with a body saw. Holes as of now kept 2 mm as a tolerance, then we'll see if needed, then we'll increase the hole by another 2 mm just for safety. We don't want to over drill it. Cut using the body saw. Now it is natural for these rough edges to happen, so we will use this burring tool and smoothen everything up, and after that also we'll do 1 or 2 more smoothing up processes, and then we'll proceed further. Done. Now we are using a sandpaper wheel to polish up the edge. All the holes have been done. They have been smoothened up from the exterior, but we are trying to ensure that the inner edges also of these holes, like this one, that can also be smoothened up so that there are no chances of rusting. So this is a support plate. That's Ajin bhai. And we are drilling the holes to fix this plate. One hole is already there, this one, so that we have mounted first to align the plate, and remaining 4 holes that needs to be done from inside the engine bay. So a lot of people don't use this plate, they just omit it. But this plate basically is very important. Safari is a very good brand and they have engineered it for a reason. So this is something that shouldn't be ignored. This plate fixes from inside, and the flexible pipe that comes from the snorkel that needs certain space to bend and come in. Although it's flexible, so anyway it will come in from the OEM hole, but that is not recommended because in the future that entire hole will keep on rubbing with the flexible pipe. So it's better to give a cutout as per the plate. So that's the pipe. Now this edge you see on the OEM sheet metal, that has a little bend to give surface stability. So since we are cutting it off, this plate plays an important role for maintaining the sturdiness of the inner quarter panel. So basically there is enough gap for the flexible pipe to move around, specifically when the car starts and stops, when the engine turns on and off, and during jerks also. We have enough space around. Even the edges are all smooth now, and of course the plate is also giving a good strength to the inside sheet metal.
The main thing that is visible to people. Patik is opening that. Patik bhai. So what we could understand from this is that we are able to see this part on the outside, but there are a lot of things that has to be done to fit this thing. We are trying to open it up to place it, whether to check whether the holes are proper or not.
Safari ARMAX.
Patik, what are you doing?
We are applying a red grade thread locker on the studs that are gonna go inside the snorkel.
Okay. So
because this thing does not have a head to tighten it up, and we are never gonna have a chance to remove these things. So we'll be fixing it in such a way that it is permanently stuck inside and never loosens up upon usage. We have mounted the snorkel using the bottom mounting points. The top one is yet to be done, but we have mounted this nice and tight to mark the clamp that is supposed to be fixed on the A pillar over here. That's the A pillar holes, step grid of 8 mm. Right now we have removed the snorkel back, and we have done the marking of that clamp, and 8 mm holes needs to be done on this place on A pillar. I think we are done with the
cutting and drilling part.
Yes, masking. Purpose of the masking is over now, so we can remove all the masking now. We collected the zinc spray in this cap, and using this paintbrush we have covered all the edges of all the cuts and holes. All the holes that were zinc coated now have been painted with red color, all the edges. Yeah, there's a little bit shade difference, but that's fine. Anyway, it's gonna be covered under the snorkel. But I guess, yes, the surface now is completely protected and with 2 layers, one zinc and one red. Once this dries up, we'll be doing the final installation. Doing a lot of work. We are here at a pizza place in Anand. How is it going, Ajin bhai? Good?
So almost all the work is done except assembly.
Yes.
All the cutting, painting, all other works are done.
We are enjoying pizza right now. I will go back and then do the installation. Correct?
Yes.
This is a pre-spinner that is fixed on the airbox like this, and this previously was connected to the stock air intake duct. Now this extended bowl is of no use for us, but the pre-spinner is important. So we are cutting off the bowl and we are going to fix the pre-spinner inside this pipe, so that the whatever air goes inside the airbox has a proper vortex. And then there is a small pipe inside this as well. It's not visible in the video right now, but that pipe also needs to be removed in order to provide a free flow from snorkel till the airbox. 2 ways from where the water can seep in or out in the airbox. One is a hole over here, and other is a duct. It's a drainette plug over here. There's a rubber thing that fixes on this. It has an opening, So we have closed it. It is shown in the manual that it's optional, but I think it makes sense to close this. We put a silicone and put a screw inside this hole, and this thing also has been completely packed with silicone. We'll just be putting it over here, so there will be no chance of water seeping in. So this is a foam tape which has a gum on one side, other side is soft and open. So for additional protection over the edge, we have applied this on the inner panel. So now the rubber pipe will be completely safe from any kind of edges. Even the edges were smoothened up, but now it is a double protection for the rubber pipe. And we will be doing the same for this hole also, for the plastic body to stay away from the metal. Snorkel's plastic body, I mean. So this hole is also now covered with the foam tape. So basically now in the entire setup, no two hard surfaces are gonna touch each other, whether be it plastic and metal or flexible rubber and metal. Even the company has thoughtfully given the plastic gourmets over here so that the snorkel clamp doesn't directly rubs on the A-pillar. That's gonna keep a little bit distance between the clamp and the A-pillar. This is something additional that we have done, and definitely it's gonna help. Has been temporarily installed on 2 or 3 bolts, and the flexible pipe also has been connected with the airbox, if the camera is able to capture over here, right? And now this end will be connected to the snorkel. Once we put everything in place, and then we'll be tightening all the bolts, like the airbox, the screw clamp over here, the screw clamp on the pipe and snorkel, and of course lastly all the snorkel bolts. Right now near the driver's side wheel hub, and this is underneath the quarter panel. As you can see, this flexible pipe goes inside the engine compartment. It is connected to the airbox, as you already saw, and now this is the part of the snorkel that is inside the rubber tube. The screw clamp has been tightened, and this is the fit. Finally everything is back in place. The intake hose is connected to the air filter top cover. Mass airflow sensor connected back, rerouted in the same way as it was earlier. Airbox is installed. All 3 bolts are installed. Connection of rubber pipe is done. All the bolts of snorkel are tightened up, so they have given big washers and nylock nuts, and we have ensured that all nylock nuts are equally tightened one after other, and we have ensured that around 2 to 3 threads come out of the nut, so we don't over tighten it, and all of them are equally tightened up. And in the end, once this main mount is done, these 2 bolts were fixed at the last, and then the crown. This has been aligned, so this slot over here is aligned right with the molding line of the snorkel. Ajin bhai, what do you say now? Shall we start the car?
Yeah, we should start the car, but we should fix the wheel first.
Wheel is not important, bro. Snorkel is important. Snorkel will still suck the air. Let's start the car.
We can start that.
Doing the first startup after the installation of snorkel. Ajin bhai, hit the cell. Chalo. मारो ना एक्सीलेटर.